All right, well, I think we're live, guys. Okay. Hello and welcome. Thank you for those who are joining me this evening. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, yes, I do. Yes. I was gonna go live earlier, but there were a few people who were live, so I let that complete, and then I rested, replenished myself. So that is what we are at now. Okay. Yay. I'm so happy everyone can make it. Even if we're a little small group here, that is perfectly fine with me. Honestly, I actually kind of prefer smaller groups because I can manage, the chat, which you guys know I really love to do. I love to be super interactive. So yes, guys, if you can hear the background classical music playing, let me know. That way the video, this live stream is not jeopardized. Hey, everyone. Okay, so Danielle, Stephanie, Soul for Music, Kathy, Sandra, Jennifer Layton, Shelly Wright, Shell, hey, Heather Thompson, so good to see you. Kid Wonders Gaming and live stream, hello. Thank you for being new and hanging out with us. See here. Shelly Wright, Lamar. Oh, let me make sure let me scroll back up again. Sorry. Okay, I think there we go. But Sandra, Jennifer Layton, Shelly Wright, Shell, Heather, Kid, Soul for Music, Stephanie, Shelly Wright, Lamar Watkins. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Pam Robinson, Spacebound. Hello. Pamsy. Let's make sure I got everybody there. I like to say hi to everybody. It's one of my things. And plus, once I get speaking in my flow, I sometimes get in that zone where I'm flowing. So I like to at least check in when I can with the people who are here, because this is why I'm here, for us as an experience. It's a journey. It's a process. That's why I do this in a live stream format, for us to be part of the process, part of the collective journey. So for those who are curious as to why I do these things in a live stream, that's my purpose and my reasoning, okay? So in case you guys were wondering, here in the chat, or those who watch the replay, Pamsy, yay, Jessica, Mo, Evie Bubbles, thank you. The lipstick color. Hi, Bratty one. Oh, it's okay, Lamar. No worries. Mo, hello, Mo. Yay, Norma Thomas, Crown Royal. Is your name Crown Royal like the well, I know there's a brand named Crown Royal, like an actual real brand, and there's also a liquor. Just curious about the name. I don't drink Crown Royal, but there's a company that's in this neighborhood, not in my neck of the woods here, who actually does a lot of branding. So they're named Crown Royal. So just curious. There, my business mind's already moving in gears, guys. Carolyn, hey, I'm so happy you made it. I'm so happy. Jessica B. All right. Pam Robinson. Okay, so you guys are good. We don't hear the background, do we? Nikki Miller, hello. Oh, is a rye? I don't know what that means. Crown Royal is a rye. Not sure what that means. Awesome, guys. Save Robbie made it. Hey. Christy V35. Hey, hey. Yay. All right. Thank you, Soul for Music. Carolyn's always like on point to help me manage the background sound. I like to have like either jazz or classical or binaural beats playing in the background. It just helps keep the soothing ambiance for myself. But if it gets too loud, then I could possibly be copyright strike. I don't want to jeopardize the video. So that's why you always hear me ask the same question. And I can lower it a little bit, no worries. I'd rather lower it just in case, you know. So thank you guys for joining. We're gonna have a great time, even given the circumstances. I do everything I do on my channel with love, respect, and integrity. Everything that I talk about, everything that I'm expressing is with the highest level of love and integrity. So I'm sure you guys know that by now, but yes. So, hey Mel Mel. Yay. And guys, we are facing some very challenging times. We are all a collective as a humanity, and given the natural, you know, global, especially national, you know, crisis that we're facing as far as, you know, health concerns, it's very, very important, everyone, that you surround yourself digitally, okay, not physically, with people that you can talk to, groups online, whether that's channels here on YouTube or Facebook groups, where you can be in a safe place, but also in an element where there's some level of like calmness, groundedness, practicality, and not so much of the fear-based expression that we're bound to see. So that's just, you know, natural tip for all of us to keep in our awareness. It's so important, very, very much so important, okay? Oh gosh. All right. Hey, sweet crazy. I have my blue straw. I don't have my blue candle down here. You know, I will go get it because I feel that's important to do, is get my blue candle, the one that kissed me back. For those who don't know, my candle literally kissed me back on camera. Lots of weird things, but nothing scary, but weird things do go down on my channel. We do it in real time. It's real, it's raw. There's no editing. This is like super uncut. And so I thank you for holding the space, even if what I'm talking about and what I do on my channel is unfamiliar to you. I thank you for holding, you know, love and compassion for what other people may be, you know, privy to, and bring that insight forward. So thank you in advance, and thank you for the, you know, and thank you also in the past if you've been with me and, you know, it was unfamiliar and something super new to you. I applaud you for giving yourself the chance to hear and be part of this too, because really we are all souls on a journey and we have a long way to go. And there's so many elements along the way of this life process that there's so much to learn and so much to take in from really respectable people who are able to bring forth that wisdom, that perspective, and that insight in a delicate manner. So I thank you. If you've given me a chance and you keep coming back, I thank you so, so much. Okay. Mel Mel, how are you guys holding up over there? I always care about the people here. And I know with the crisis nationally, globally, right? Every country, every part of the world is absolutely affected. So I care that those who are part of this channel, I care that you have those basic necessities. And if you don't, I mean, I encourage people, if you don't have those basic necessities that you need, I encourage you to reach out to your neighbor, like physically, your next door neighbor, and let them know that you don't have XYZ supplies. Now, more than ever, is a time for us as a humanity species to come together in union. So, yes, don't be afraid to do that. Of course, you can still keep the distancing, of course, but let them know. If you have their phone numbers, you can do that. If you have their emails, but it's okay to still ring someone's doorbell next door and still keep your space and let them know that you don't have X, Y, or Z, and let them know that you're trying to get more items if you don't have it now. But don't be afraid to let people know, guys. It's important that we are not afraid, okay? And I believe that we as a humanity can come together and help out our fellow neighbor. I absolutely believe that with all of my body and my beingness, okay? Hey, Maddie. Yeah, and a lot of people don't have all the things that we need, and yeah, we're gonna face those challenges, those struggles, those adversities. That's a given because it's a global crisis. That is truly what we are experiencing in this real time experience. This is real time, real life, right? So how is that possible, Robbie? How? I thought that people are not supposed to be outside. How is that happening to you? Hi, Southern Black Turtle. I thought people are not supposed to be outside after certain hours, or I thought that places were closed. So how is that happening to you, Robbie? How? I mean, Mel says, I've been so busy with the kids and grandbabies. Oh, Robbie. I mean, Mel. Hi, Catman. Oh. But why are they falling over in that capacity? Yeah, why would they be inundated, I guess? Are places open at night over there? I know over here in Texas, no restaurants, no bars, no nothing where you can socialize is open at all. I mean, restaurants are open the daytime for like carry out and pickup or maybe delivery, but definitely not where you can go inside. So I'm so surprised. That's interesting though. Maddie, I'm in Texas too. I'm in Houston. I'm not afraid to say where I'm at because I've already said it on my channel a million times to everybody. So that's my choice. You work in a production building? They didn't close? What kind of production, if you don't mind, Shell? I'm just curious because I thought that the president had issued a mandate, a statewide or mandate that all non-essential businesses and employees be allowed to stay home. So I guess that's very interesting. Kodak, so that's weird. Kodak, I wonder how that works with Kodak. Huh. Let's see. A video from Robbie. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I'm gonna play this video that Robbie just sent me.
Ma'am, have you taken any drugs? Are you okay? Because I have an ambulance on the way right now, okay? And you dropped your wallet, you have some paraphernalia right there.
Oh my god, is that real? I mean, it has to be real. This is a little insane. What happened? What is this woman doing on the floor like this? Oh my god, guys. I'll play it again for you guys. I don't know why that is so confusing to me. How they're able to be even outside. I don't know.
Ma'am, have you taken any drugs? Are you okay? Because I have an ambulance on the way right now, okay? And you dropped your wallet, you have some paraphernalia right there by you, and your wallet's on the bus.
This is so sad.
No, don't apologize. You're fine. You dropped something.
That's very scary, actually. So scary. I cannot believe people are. It's kind of scary. So scary. That's scary to me. Scary to me. That's probably true. You're right. I didn't think about that. If they are homeless, I did not think about that. Hopefully there are some shelters locally for people who are stuck on the floor, because that's a lot. At least I would hope that that's the case for every city, every state, any country, right? Experiencing where there are people who are displaced or don't have a place to go. It hurts my heart to even see that, to know there are people in those positions. Hey, Jenzy, I didn't see you there. Really? I just hope that they do have a place to seek refuge at the bare minimum. And especially Robbie's in Colorado, right? Robbie, I'm not doxing you. And it's cold up there. So I can only imagine any human being in the winter time in any place of the world, that I imagine that is going to be so difficult and so full of struggle. So my prayers and my heart go out to those who are in that level of suffering, because there are people, guys, that are suffering and in various degrees of that. Okay. Okay. Okay, Stephanie. Yeah, I'm gonna lower it a little bit, guys. I will, and I'm gonna just refill my Sprite, and we can get started. Okay, that's all. That's all. A little bit lower should be okay. That should be good, I guess. I can't imagine they can hear that much of that sound, but you never know. Never know. Never know. Okay. See my ice? That's all. Ice. Oh. And again, my sensor, my ice machine is still broken. It's on my list of things to fix. It's just not there yet. Not yet. But I will get it done soon. I will. That's why I keep dropping ice all over my floor too. I almost slid earlier because I get ice in the daytime too. And if a little piece falls out, whew, I can slide. my phone on the charger so that whenever I finish my life, I'm like, oh my god, my phone somehow just dies. Just the battery in these phones, guys. Oh, I have the iPhone, but even the new ones, they don't really hold up as long as you would imagine they hold up. They truly just don't. So, all right, guys, got it going. I got it. Okay. Thank you, guys. I am here in case you're wondering. Okay. I did say I'm gonna grab the blue candle. I do want to have that candle. Hey, Natnam, thank you. Thank you. I want to grab my blue candle that gets me back when I was doing the Gannon videos, okay? Come on. Yes, we're gonna get it together. I'm already together, but I want the candle. Well, I don't have to have the candle, that's fine. I won't go get it. I don't have to go get it. No big deal. I wanted it. All right. I will not go get it now. Maddie said no, I'm not getting it now. No big deal. This works. My script can. Okay. Alrighty, that works. Alrighty. I even brought the can next to me, guys. That way I can just like pop right here. Okay. Uh-oh. Did you guys want me to get it? I don't want to upset anybody here in the chat either. Did you guys want me to get the angel in the candle? You guys let me know. I don't want to bother anybody or upset anybody. You guys let me know. Hey, Tony. Hi. How are ya? Jenzy and Evie, Stephanie. You guys tell me yes or no. Okay, I will go get it, but only if you guys want that. Otherwise, I don't want to feel like I'm, in no means am I trying to delay or stall or not get started. So I promise that I didn't think about it until just now, but yes. Okay. I got several yeses, so I'm going to go with yes. Okay. All right, I'll be super fast, okay? Super quick. The angel's down here anyways. The angels are down here, so that's one that's super quick. That was one that I was advised to get, you know. Let me go get the candle. Okay. Candle, real super quick. It's upstairs though, guys. waterfall. Okay. 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 Oh, it's so pretty. It is really pretty. It is. You guys will not believe this, but the first time I ever did the video on Gannon, I have 2 blue candles. This is the one that I kissed though, that I had lit for the first time. Just so that you guys know, I had used them the first day that I did that video. Let me put this right here. Yay. Okay, and the angel. Thank you guys for allowing me to go get it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Guys, if you're supporting me in the channel, can you give this video a thumbs up? Pretty, please. Okay. Okay. That's good. Got that. So yes, thank you guys. I know we have several people here. And 33 thumbs up. Guys, if you're here and you support me as a person, please give me a thumbs up. So if we have that many lurkers, then so be it, right? I don't know what else to say about it. So as is, we will carry on. We shall carry on. Okay. All right, got that lit up. Okay. I feel relaxed. I feel great. Alrighty. Now we can get started nice and safe and comfortably. Yay. Okay, so make sure we can see. Wait. Uh-oh. You have that there for us? Okay. All right, so we are all set. Yes, candles are lit, and this one's right here with me too. I'll hold it closer because I want to go to access it right here along with the angel, guys. Okay. So, okay, let me just breathe. So, you know, we received some information today about a body potentially, you know, being identified as Gannon Stauch. So, I don't believe it's been officially confirmed. I believe that there is good evidence based on what we saw in the press conference that leads me to believe that it most likely is Gannon. That's the reason why I believe that it most likely is, but I'm sure there is proper protocol that must be different steps to 100% confirm that, okay? I believe in my heart that it is him. And I'm happy for the family because any mother, if you're a mother or parent out there, you would absolutely want to. I will speak for myself as a parent, as a mother, even if I have to confirm that my son or my child, is deceased. I do absolutely want my child's body 100%. So, yes, I feel that even though it's painful, probably for the parents, that I would want to have that sense of relief, even though there's no relief that could possibly be experienced. There's no full relief, but there's phases of some level of like relief. That's how I would feel as a parent. I'm not in those shoes. But the word that I would identify is, some slight relief of, I know a little bit more than I knew before if I am the parent, right, guys? That's what I'm trying to try to best explain this. And putting my shoes in those positions, which I never want to be in. And no parent ever wants to be in those positions ever, ever. And no parent should ever be in those positions. But so, like I said, it's not 100% confirmed, at least nothing that I have seen. But I did hear the press conference. I did where I think that with where he was mentioning, he still referred back to the county for that, but I feel in my heart it absolutely is probably Gannon. So I'm happy the family is a little bit closer to closure. Even though it's a painful step toward closure, I feel even with the pain, there is closer steps toward like understanding what may or may not have happened and been experienced. And so even though it's heavy and painful and dense and sad, I feel as a parent myself, as a mother, I would want my child's body, yes. So even though it's painful, there is still a slight sense of relief that I am closer to my child again. Does that make sense, guys? And I will be strong. I will be strong. So, does that make sense? I think it makes sense to me, but Yep. Yes, it makes sense. Okay, thank you. I mean, I think anybody who is a parent, that whether you're a father or a mother, but especially I think a mother, I would want to have closer level of closure to the process. I think absolutely. So that I'm speaking as a parent in that capacity there. So yes. So that was what was announced on the press conference, like I said. I'm saddened about it because, of course, there was new charges that were added to the existing charges. There was an amendment filed, guys, and I am not a true crime channel, so I'm not the place for all the factual data. But I have common sense. I did read, I did look. So there were additional charges that were added, which are also concerning. But I trust the process. I trust law enforcement to do the right thing and to make sure that justice will be served for all of the family. So yes, I wanted to begin with that. And even saying those words were hard for me. So yes. Um, okay. Um, what I also heard on that same press conference that stood out to me was that the mom, I guess, well, sorry, the press conference, the gentleman who's handling the case, the prosecutor mentioned that when he went to go inform the parents, that um, they were still holding hope, which is understandable. Any parent would continue to hold hope, guys. Okay. And I'm going to be strong. So I'm not going to cry here. So bear with me a little bit, because even those, hearing those words were heartbreaking for me. But any person who's a parent here would hold the same level of hope. That's what people do. Okay. So I'm happy for the family, because now they're that much closer now to getting justice. I'm proud that the body was revealed, because it's much harder, and there's it leaves much more unknowns without the body. I had no doubt that they would be able to still seek full justice even without his body being found and located. Of course, yes, I believe 100% that she would still pay for the crimes committed. I've felt that way, for a while. But with the body being found, I feel more relief for the family. But that now with the body, there will be much more evidence that will come to surface that she will have to answer to. So without the body, it left her in a position, meaning her as the stepmother, Letitia Stauch, it left her with more power and control that she continuously sought out for we don't know how long. But so with the body being, recovered, I feel it puts less options. Not that she needs options, but it puts less things for her to try to get her way out of, versus without the body. Does that make sense, everyone? So. So I wanted to first start off with that information first, okay? Which was hard for me to speak out of my mouth. But I'm happy with relief that I believe that we will get more answers that will have to be responded to, because I feel as though Letitia is a mastermind at, lots of things, okay? She plays deceptive so often, and I believe that she played deceptive for almost all of her life. She learned to grow up that way. I don't know her, all of her circumstances, but we did go through her her entire lifespan when I was channeling her life, and a lot of things were revealed about this person's current state of mind, and also how she operated even, before, like years and years, her youth. So if you have not watched that long live stream, I really suggest that you do, because a lot was uncovered and revealed about this person's, the current state of mind, which was also hurtful to have to reveal, because I was hoping that she would feel some level of remorse. Yes, I was hoping for that. But when I got the information, it broke my heart to know the person was still at that point, at that whatever the date that was, that live stream, because I have not channeled her since then. I have not even I have not channeled her since then, but since that day, I remember very vividly that she was very fulfilled. She felt fulfilled, satisfied, and righteous with all of her actions thus far, which hurt me so much because how can anyone feel that way? That's so hurtful. So I'm just trying to bring us back up to current time. I will go over the previous, some main points, but I'm hoping that now that she'll have to answer to more than what she was willing to do. I'm hoping that she will. Do I think that she probably still has remorse? No. And I will never understand people that way. And you know what? I'm not supposed to, guys. I'm not supposed to. We're not supposed to always be able to identify with the murderers, the perpetrators. We're not supposed to. So I'm grateful that I cannot fully identify with what that person is. So I don't worry about it. I let it go, right? Okay. So I'm hoping, because I'm starting at this point because the body's recovered, and the first things that go through my mind is now we might get more answers, more information, more insight to all the more pieces. Does it guarantee it? No, it doesn't. But I believe that it will force her more into a corner to be able to respond to particular aspects. And so for that, even that little ounce, I'm grateful for that process, if that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. So we have some drink. Now, I want to begin with, excuse me. I'm going to just touch upon things that come to my immediate memory of recollection, and you guys can help me, fill in the gaps with what we went through for the live streams. I know we've done like part 1 and part 2. Part 3 was, I would call, like a disaster, but a beautiful disaster. I know part 3 we had interference, and part 3 was broken down into 3 different streams, so I apologize for that. But and then we did Letitia, her reading, and then her current state of mind. Okay. And so I want to go back to the beginning a little bit of what initially came through to me, and at least I'm going to just talk about and just discuss the highlight points that come immediately to my memory, my recollection, and we can go through that piece. Okay. So first and foremost, the first things that Gannon revealed to me was, again, and I know people sometimes don't like when I say these things because for them, for people who don't understand what's happening in this process, they may feel like it's not significant. And I can't worry about that. I don't. So if this part doesn't interest you, then just fast forward along. Okay, fast forward. But I believe there is significance that is there, right? And we may not have all the answers just yet. We may not, but we will get them. We will get closer to them. We may not get all of them, but we will get closer to those. And that's what mostly matters. So number 1, the first thing was, him being pulled. Okay. I absolutely believe he was still pulled, right? Absolutely, 100%. There's no doubt in my mind, because that's a very real, yes. And, he was dragged to some level. He was. I know this is very sensitive information. He was absolutely dragged and pulled, on the stomach down. Yes. And I know there's also the door that closes on my left side of my head by my ear. Okay. I remember the feeling of like something with either so I hear it here, and I feel like something happened to his body here. Remember, you guys heard me say this before. Also, the lung area, you guys heard me say this, here and here. You guys heard me say this in part 1. This is, you can go back to part 1 if you have not watched part 1. I go over with more details. So I absolutely believe that yes, there's no doubt in my mind. There never has been, okay? I would never come on the camera and pretend. That would be ridiculous, okay? And any person who portrays themselves as any type of medium or any type of, gifted individual, okay, I hope that they hold themselves to high standards. I only speak for myself. 100% I believe with no doubt in my mind, he was pulled and dragged. Yes. It's very vivid. Scared me to it scared the life out of me. And the door slamming. The door slams, and I don't know, you guys heard me from part 1, the door slams here. He's in the car. And I don't know why that was so significant, but I remember it was supposed to be significant, even though at that point we didn't understand fully why. But I even said, guys, in part 1 and part 2, you heard me say, because he was traveling in a car, okay? He was traveling. That was about the car door closing and him being in the car. He was still alive at that point in time, though. So hold on, guys. He was still alive at that point in time when he got into the car. Yes, we watched the footage. So yes, for those who want to say she got that from the footage, well, wonderful. But I don't get to pick and choose what comes through. I don't get to pick and choose the data and the insights and what I'm revealed. I don't get to do that. It doesn't work that way. Okay. So, and certainly I will not fit what I feel to fit a narrative of what has already been shown online. Absolutely not. I work with high integrity. Okay. So that's why I'm going through all the pieces already. So yes, he's in the car. He's still alive at this point, but he's not well. He's remember, you guys heard me say he was medicated, or when you're in and out of something. He was still coherent, but not fully coherent. You guys can go watch part 1 again. Now, so those were the main components of that piece. But you also heard me say, I believe this was still part 1. I do believe that. Part 1, part 1 and part 2 sometimes for me collide because they weren't that far away. They're about a week apart. So I feel 100%, and you can go watch part 1 and part 2 all you guys want, okay? When they were doing the search efforts and they were looking at that one location, in the first time where the police finally revealed they were at such and such location, by that whatever, I knew that he wasn't there. You guys heard me come on camera and I said, he's not there. He's not there. You guys heard me say it. Everybody wanted to say he's there. I said he's not there. He's not there. Now, I also said there was a transaction and there was something happening where his experience was scattered, but he was not there. So I'm just trying to go over elements that I have revealed, okay, back in time, so that for those who have never really worked with a true psychic medium can hear the truth, okay? And hear what happens. And watch me dissect it for you guys too, live. And I'm trying to remember, I wish I could fully remember the distinction from part 1 and part 2, but for me, they kind of collide because but I want to still distinguish a couple things though, separately though. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Or I'm just going back to that memory. The memory of the reading. Yeah, I believe this was part 1, but I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, I think that was. So guys, like I said, part one and part two for me collide. They were only like 5 days apart. And I was super tapped in to when it came down to his location and in that at that time, that's going back at that time. Okay. Like at that time, that was what I was seeing and revealing and being with the process there. So I saw the red rocks on the floor, the gravel. I absolutely believe something happened wherever he must have been hurt or injured. But you guys heard me say that he was already injured in that house. You guys heard me say that he was already suffering some type of internal injuries, guys. Before as he got in that car, that was on my first live stream, okay, on this case. So where people wanted to speculate and think about that and come to those conclusions later, I came on the camera, guys, just to be fair, and I said that information without knowing anything else. And that's very important. I'm going to walk us through other elements, but that's still important to remember, okay? We must remember all the pieces that come together. And he was hurt, remember I said, like the left lung or the side and the left here, like right here. So like I said, I don't know if he was taken somewhere. I wondered if he was left for a while before he was fully, hurt completely. I'm not sure still on that. But I remember feeling like he was injured, like to the completion part somewhere, obviously, wherever I'm seeing this process take place. And I don't want to jump too far ahead. I don't want to jump too far ahead, but you guys have heard me say that he was, that his energy has traveled. You guys have heard me say in part one and part two that his energy has traveled. And you guys heard me say his energy was scattered. It was scattered. So that she was get ready. So when there's it was a very deliberate scattering. You guys heard me say that there was a very deliberate scattering of whatever was happening. And we obviously know that she's probably tossing evidence out of her vehicle, and then she's driving him. And there's an exchange made with some other people. I don't know. I know for sure, like with energy-wise, there's other people involved. I'm not sure if it's one more or two more. I told you guys last time the energy was what I would think of a male, because that would not be like a feminine energy. However, it could be a female if they're very masculine. Okay, so hear me out clearly. So I remember saying, well, there was an exchange that was made at one point, and that it was being scattered. So when I tried to get a location, on my first live, when I tried to get a location, I could not get a definitive location, which bothered me. Because usually I can get I can absolutely tap in, but it was so scattered, purposely and intentionally scattered. You guys heard me say there's a scattering. It's very purposeful and intentional. We didn't know at this time, but absolutely. And I said that there was a traveling. And remember, people here in the chat said, well, do you think that his body was in parts, like, in pieces? And I said, no, my God, no, I hope that wouldn't be the case. But, just to reaffirm that people here in the chat said, well, do I think that his body was in pieces and moved everywhere? I said, no. That it was moved. It was moved. Okay. I believe it may have been moved more than once. I do. I absolutely believe it may have been moved more than one time, maybe twice. From wherever the original position was, or the incident took place at one place, that's location one. There's a scattering, and then it could have been 1 and 2. That's how I feel it to be. Okay, so guys, I'm just trying to articulate as best I can the information that had came through, and remind us that this is information that I've shared on my channel here. Okay, are you guys with me or not? I want to just check in with the chats. We okay, guys? Sorry. Okay. Kristen, I think I covered why she did this when I went over Letitia Stauch's current state of mind. That video link, very, very revealing. Revealed almost more than I ever wanted to know about this person. Okay, yes. If you have not watched that video, it is a very long video. You'll have to kind of like skip through some pieces, but it's so revealing. Okay. Thank you, Norma Thomas. So I just want to remind all of us, guys, it's not to relive the pain, because even I don't want to relive the pain, but it is to help remind us, at least on my channel here, of the information that I have brought forward over the course of time. Okay. So, let me go back because I want to make sure. Oh, guys, and don't forget, sorry, I believe this was absolutely part 2. I cannot forget this. Gannon showed me the word. It was a word, and if you didn't watch part 1 and part 2, you should though. But the word was Jodi. It was loud and clear as day, and it was spelled exactly how Jodi. And I was just like baffled by this word, this name. I'm like, this is a woman's name. Whose name is this? Because I did not know what name that is. I don't know anything about this name. And guys, we're here with me here, live chat. I know if Casey Me Too is here, then she absolutely remembers. She was the one who helped me pinpoint, guys, what Jodi meant and stood for, which I had no idea. That terminology. It blew my mind when she told me in the chat, in the comments, guys. Remember, Casey? Literally blew me away. Okay. I thought maybe be a person. I made sure, because if you missed part 1 and part 2, I was scared, because I, as a human being, was scared with information that was coming through and the experience. I was petrified. Completely petrified after part. I was petrified. I will be honest about it. I had never felt that level of fear in my entire life as an adult. So as a child, I can't even imagine the fear. No. So the first time I had like blocked it out, so I could not get more information. And then I told myself, okay, if it comes back, then I will be strong and open myself to see what as much as I can handle. And then there was more. And so, so yes, what would Casey Me Too, what was it? What does it stand for? Because maybe people who are watching this replay or who have not watched my previous videos, they may not know what that stands for, but can you let us know what that stands for? These are letters he gave me. And I said, is that how you spell it? Jodi. I said, is it Jody? Because I would not think that the name of Jodi would be spelled with the I, because that would not be kind of common. So I always take whatever it is. I don't debate it. I don't try to process it mentally. I just accept it. And I have to work with what I got. I can't analyze it from this level. I have to just take this and then work with this. So that's how he spelled it. Jodi. And that means, which I did not know, I was hoping that somebody can help me. I thought maybe there's a person named Jodi. I don't know. And Jodi stands for, well, not stands for, Jodi, which I had no idea, was never privy to this information, says it's a man with whom a service man's wife / girlfriend cheats while they are deployed. He was telling me who this entire time. Guys, are you with me? Okay. This is super, super important, because this is a legit channel, my channel here, where I really do channel energetics, okay? So I speak for myself and only myself only, okay? Yes. So for those who had missed that information, that's why I'm covering it here, because so much that I have presented in all the videos on Gannon are very accurate and revealing and legitimate. That's why I'm talking about them. It was a very clear word. It was loud, bold, Jodi. You know, I was like, okay, well, I will, okay. Thank you, Shell. Thank you, guys. And I know when I'm getting in the process, I might sound more intense because it's a very real process for me. It's a very real process. For me, it's very real, okay? It's very, very, very real. So, yes. Thank you. And thank you, Casey, me too, because if she had not been here on that particular day, okay, of that live stream, I would not have known if there was any significance, guys. I would not have known. And I'm so grateful that we all can come together, be open-minded, hold the space for what does come through, and as a collective help. Because I would not know what the word meant, right? I would not know that, but I am the channeler. I can bring forth the information, but I may not know exactly what that means. And so that's a clear example, guys, of how we come together as a collective. All right. So it's so amazing. I'm so grateful, and I'm blessed, and I'm grateful that people who are supposed to be here on my channel are here. Nothing is ever accidental. Nothing is ever accidental. Nothing in life is accidental, guys. Nothing is accidental. Everything is synchronized, okay? There is a process that is always coming together from a higher power. We, as the people, may not have the answers, but we are supposed to just continue to play the part we play. And as we play our part and as we show up, information gets revealed. That's how this works, all right? So, yes. Yes. Nothing is accidental. There are no coincidences. That's what people say who are very factual and logical based. Now, I am not at all coming on to people who are very factual and logical. Absolutely not. I'm very well balanced, left brain, right brain. If you don't know me by now, I'm very analytical, very detailed, very meticulous, but I'm also big picture. I'm also very expansive in my thinking. I think in abstracts and concepts. I'm very well balanced, left brain, right brain hemispheres. So most people will be attracted to me because I understand both elements right now. Probably when I have the topic of like psychic mediumship or the spirit realm, yes, I understand that people who are more logical and fact-based are going to be already turned off before they give me a chance, because the title or the topic or the category already puts them off. Nothing's wrong with that, but I understand that to be the way it goes down. So that's just the way it works. That's reality, okay? Let me have some Sprite. I'm talking too much. Yay, WD. Excuse me. But yes. Yay. Okay. So and I will come back to that concept about like the people who tend to be more factual and logical. I will come back to that a little bit later, okay? Put my note there. Because I have a message for them too. A good positive message, okay? I do. Hold on. Logic and fact base. And nothing is wrong. I have many friends who believe in what I do, who are very logical and fact-based. So by no means am I trying to exclude those people. I understand how their mind is wired. I completely understand it. I may not like all those pieces. They tend to be less interested in like thinking about the possibilities, but I understand where they come from. Okay. So nothing is wrong if you feel that you are in that category. I will explain that a little bit later after we cover the Gannon piece, but I'm mindful of that. I have high awareness of that. I absolutely do. And for those who are analytical, I am a finance and accounting person. I'm a finance and accounting major. You can't be accounting and finance and not be analytical. You just can't do that. I'm a business person. You can't be that and then be like all off in like Timbuktu. It doesn't work that way. So I will come back to that. Okay. Left brain, right brain. Okay. But that might be why those who watch don't comment or don't come in the chat, because they're listening, they're interested, but they're not sure yet. And that's okay. I will hold the space. If you are drawn to me, my channel here, if you are drawn to whatever I am doing, there's a reason why. Don't ever doubt yourself. So no matter what I'm covering, discussing, if you are drawn to me, there's a reason, because you're supposed to be more open to what is being discussed, right? You will get there on your own timeline, and I will support you along that way, okay? So, yay. And if you guys know me very well, I will never, ever, ever make anyone feel pressured to believe in what I believe in. You will never, ever hear me say that. I am very respectful and mindful of all people's current positions. Yes. So that's important, okay? Very important. When you're looking for a person or a place or a group, a community where you're open to more information, but you're just not quite sure. Maybe you're on the fence, right? Maybe you're just trying to figure out what all this means. Most important is that you find someone first, that number one, you're drawn to. Number two, that allows you to still be you. Okay. Thank you, Shell. Okay, Mel Mel. Okay. So let's keep going back to what we're covering, okay? All right. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me pull these up. Not pull them up, but hold on. And I never wanted to rewrite my notes on this because the way it was written the first time is how it's supposed to be. Hold on. See, that's why I have too many pages here, but I want to be able to like, put them all flat and I can just go through them real fast, okay? I will not spend a lot of time because I think that we've already covered a lot, but I just want to hit the high points of what must be, remembered and reconsidered again. That's all. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot how many notes there are of this. Sorry. I always forget. There's just too much sometimes. Okay, hold on. Let me start with that first. And guys, what I'm gonna do real fast, guys. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me make sure I say what's going on here. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Chris and Kristen. Thank you. Thank you, Whisper to Me. Soul for Music says, I think you're fantastic. You actually make me dig a little bit deeper energetically, and I try to learn what my mind is trying to tell me. It's a quick thought for me. If I overthink, I lose track. Yeah, I totally get that, Soul for Music. I do. If I can let go, if I can let go of the feeling or thought, I know it's legit. I'm learning as I go. And I thank you for assisting me unknowingly with that. Yes. Thank you, soul. Thank you for letting me help, assist unknowingly too. Thank you. People have to be open to allowing me to help assist them in an unknowingly fashion as well, like an indirect manner, okay? I thank you for that comment. It means a lot to me. And I understand 100% exactly what you mean with that too. Most of them, happy I found you. Hello, blonde babe. Hi. Yay, Danielle G. Okay. Amber says, I love your energy. I need some. Oh, where did you wait? Casey Michi says, oh, where did that little note go? Oh, where, oh, no. Oh, that's cute. Yes. Yes. Yes, Amber says, she loves my energy. She needs some of mine. Well, I will say, guys, you guys probably know, I am a powerhouse of energy, right? But the energy is not scattered. It's very specific, and it takes a very mature, enlightened person to be able to channel it and direct it, right, for the betterment of all, for the good of humanity. That takes that's a skill that takes only incarnations of lifetimes can you get there. So, yes. Oh, thank you, Norman Thomas. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to go over a few more things that came through in the readings. All right. And, okay, hold on. And, if there are things in the readings that you remember that you can recall and recollect, go ahead and place them here so we can all have that discussion and conversation. All right. It is important that we do have that discussion because we are a collective, and how things on this channel, how they unfolded, were in real time. And if you were participatory for my live streams, then you were really right here with me as everything was happening. So I honor the process. I honor all of us as a collective equally. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. And I value that process. That's why I do it like this. That's why I do it this way. We are all together in this process. Don't ever think you're not. Even if you're a lurker, okay? Let's say you're a lurker. You can be a hater too. Either way, you are consciously or unconsciously still part of this process. That is a guarantee. I know that to be true, okay? So if there are things, guys, that remind you, all right, put them here. And then I remember for sure the parallel lines. Two congruent lines. It stands out to me so real. Like I can't even forget that. And there was like a juxtaposition, and there was these two positions that were somehow related, but they were separated. And there's a lot more, right? So I want you guys to remember pieces that you do, all right? And then I'm gonna just refill my Sprite. Look how I finished it, and it's just ice. And I speak a lot, so I get dehydrated. And with the coronavirus, they say to stay hydrated, guys. They say on TV and online, never let your throat get too dry with the virus, because they are saying that, I don't know why or how, but they say don't. So rule for thumb for all of us, right? Don't let yourself be dehydrated. Okay. Hold on. But yes, guys, if you remember parts, go ahead and put them here and we will definitely discuss that, okay? Thank you guys for being here, part of the process. And guys, you guys know I harness the energetics. We are all being upgraded. Trust me. For our highest good though, okay? For the highest good of all, for humanity. And we're part of this process. We are. So right, just in case. I can bring one over there too. See, I'm thinking ahead for us. And for myself. Some fresh ice. Please don't fall on the floor of these ice cubes. Okay, that should work. That works. Ouch. All right. All right, I got my ice. I'm bringing a separate canopy over here so that I don't have to get back up again. I don't want to get back up. That works. Ow. Ow. Okay. I should probably cut back on my soda intake. I'm gaining a lot of weight, guys. I'm getting chubby in my face. I can feel it, guys. I can feel it. I feel it getting chubby in my face. I'm laughing though. Laughing at myself at all. All right. Oh yeah, and one more thing. I don't want to forget this one. There's one more thought I don't want us to forget. For those who had participated in our videos here before, you would have remembered, guys, in the videos we've done, in the comment sections, people have said, and if you're here and you know, and you are one of those people, or you heard those aspects, speak up. Throughout all the videos on Gannon, guys, every single one of them, people have put comments in the comment section. Sorry, I almost like spit on my face and I like hit my eyeball. See, I feel that. Hold on. That's gross. Uh-oh. If you were one who either heard those aspects, those parts, or rewound and listened with headphones, there were many people in the videos of the comment section that put like different timestamps where they heard a voice come through the computer. Clearly wasn't my voice. You hear me speaking. I cannot be speaking 2 times at once. There was one video where there was several different clips where the little boy, a child said, "Hey," a child said, "Mom, help." People, go look at the videos in the past and scroll for the comments if you want to see for yourself. You can, fast forward, slow down, put headphones in here for yourself. But there are many videos that we've done on Gannon where that has came through. Hands down, guys, for those who are interested in that information, okay? Anybody who has listened to that part or who said that, anybody remember that or been part of that? Let me know, okay? Thank you, Shell. Some people could be super rude. Like, I don't know why they bother to show up in the chat. The title says his name, so people could be very rude. Anyways, are there people here that were part of hearing those aspects? Maybe you're not here like in the live stream, but maybe on the replay. But definitely go back to the videos and look at the timestamps that other people left, not me. I didn't leave those timestamps because, of course, I did not know that occurred. But other people who watched the video, the replays, put the timestamps because they were like, oh my God, do you hear this? I would listen to it and I was like, oh my God, yes, I do. And it wasn't me speaking. I'm speaking right here. You guys can see my mouth speak. Where that comes from, you know, is wherever it comes from. So yeah. Okay. But yes, I do. Yes, positive energy only. Nobody bad. We're not allowing trolls. We have a no troll policy. Don't ever feel afraid if you're a moderator. Don't ever feel afraid to time someone out or just hide them, because I have a zero tolerance for that. We don't even participate. We don't play that game. If they want to be here, they can be here and be respectful. If they don't know how to participate, then they can't. They don't belong here anyways. I don't want people to cut my channel. That's not what I do. So, thank you. Can you see the? Okay, here we go. And if you were here for the video with with this one, then you heard me stop what I was doing in my tracks and go get this. Gannon had to go get my own angel, you know. And another video that I had done, it was this exact candle, guys. I kissed it and the candle kissed me back. No joke, this candle legit kissed me back. That can't be, that's not possible to make up. Like, that doesn't work that way. So for sure, 100%, this candle kissed me back. I forgot which video it is, but you can go look for yourself, and people have put it in the comments. Oh my God, the candle kissed you back. If Coletti is here, she remembers that. Yes, play nicey nicey. Thank you, Gen Z. If you can't play nicey nicey. Okay. Play nicey nicey. Play nicey nicey. Yes, right? Thank you, Casey. Yes. The candle kissed me back, and it even said hello to me. Yes, it did. Thank you. Casey, she got it down. She remembered. That's real, guys. That's legit. Okay. I called her Coletti because I nicknamed everybody with a Y, but it's really just Colette. I was thinking about that. I'm like, oh my God, no, her name is Colette with a K, but I call her Coletti because I like to use Y after everyone's name. I'm silly like that. I just play silly sometimes too. Okay. So, now. Yes, Grady, when he does. Aw, thank you, Ninth Realm. Thank you. That is awesome. Okay. My eye had something in it, but I got it out. I think I got it out my eyeball. My eyelashes. Something's in the same eye. Okay. I think it's out. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. So. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. These are rocking. Oh, I can hear these. I move the table like I hear it. So, whew. All right. So let's keep going on, okay? We'll keep, hey, Patricia Ann, thank you for coming in. I mean, to me, it's just another day. I'm an introvert, so I guess I missed the first part. Let's see what Casey said. What did Casey say? Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. I told you, Casey, I was from Illinois, right? So, okay. I want to start with the first one. Yeah, this was the first one. Yes, I remember. I remember this. Yes. Okay. Now I remember this. Now this might be not creepy or scary because nothing I do is scary. Okay, guys, nothing is scary, but scary things come through information-wise. But if you remember, I believe this had to be the first one. I believe for sure this is number one. I really do believe that. Okay. Of course, it all begins to kind of come together. Oh, really, Casey? I had no idea. Oh, my nose is itching me. This sweater has like those fuzzies, so my eyes might itch me and my face might itch. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, sorry guys. And I have bad allergies. Like I have really bad allergies. Okay. So if we remember, and I am not afraid to go through all the clues that I revealed. Not afraid to do that. Absolutely not. No, I have no reason to be afraid to go through all my own clues because they're real to me. 100% hands down, I will honor every clue that came through. Absolutely. So we've got the, we also have, when I heard the help me, it like a canyon, the word I used was canyon because was there an echo or was he in a place where it would have like an echoing effect, the sound effect? I remember I used the word canyon because I did not know what was trying to be explained to me, but it was about the sound. Like it looked like it would have an echoing effect. Okay. Yeah, I remember that part. Also, and yes, and I remember that first location was an exchange. There was an exchange, but I knew, guys, I knew that he was not located there. You guys heard me say that he was not there. I said it. I didn't want to be, I even hesitated to say that because I did not want to put, I wanted to bring forth hope, but also, well, I didn't want to say nothing negative and say he was not physically there and beat that down. I did say it nicely, kindly, respectfully that I don't believe he's there. I knew he wasn't physically there. So, but I also knew that there was like an exchange of some kind that had happened there. I did know that. Okay, anyways, this can all be, go back to my videos. I'm willing to go through all the evidence that came through for me, the pieces. Anyways, I also said, which is horrible, but this is true. This came through. I feel it today. I have never stopped feeling this energy, okay? This person, the stepmom, let me make sure I like say this properly and respectfully too. You heard me say this before. I've mentioned at least twice, if not more than twice, but you heard me discuss this, okay? This is hard to hear because nobody wants to imagine this. That's why it's sensitive information. It's delicate. This person, we know, Letitia. There was a level of pre-planning and pre-considering. Not only the day that things went down, but prior to that day. You guys heard from me, okay? Can we prove that at this point? I don't know yet. I mean, I don't know what the law enforcement can prove, but I know 100 in my heart, in my experience where I was tapping in, this person had thought about doing this before this actually took place, okay? You heard me say it, and I was trying to be very careful and delicate because who wants to believe that information? Who would want to believe that early on in the investigation that the person planned this and plotted and thought this through? Who would want to even believe that? But I felt it from my video one. It's definitely in video one. This person pre-considered, pre-planned, pre-plotted, pre-ployed, like how this would play out. Now, I also said, I don't know to what extent did she actually plan and decide initially to execute the plan. I don't know, but it definitely, the person had went through so much lengths of pre-planning, like almost as though this incident that took place was just finally when she maybe felt like, I have to do something. I'm telling you guys, that's what came through. Go watch video one. This person pre-considered. They had thought this through internally in their mind. They thought this through before they even decided that this situation would take place. Okay, so she planned somehow to hurt him in the house, you know, but even before that day, this person had thought this through a couple different times. How would I do this? How would they do this? How will they make, I don't know. This person planned even before they even thought they would actually fully, you know, in their mind, they had planned before they even thought they would actually fully execute what they're going to do. That's why it was like scary. It's very not normal. So I'm sorry, guys, if you feel my energy, because that is exactly what came through. You can go watch video one, okay? Now, this is when people wanted to think it was an accident, right? Everybody wanted to think it was an accident. There was no accident, okay? You heard me say it. This person pre-planned this. To what extent? I remember saying on my video, this person had thought through different ways how they would devise this situation, and which one they would execute on. I don't know, but they had given it. So I felt her mental energy that led before the incident. If that makes sense, you can go watch the video. It's there. All right, next. That was that. Okay. And I'm sorry if that was difficult to hear from people who maybe don't want to hear the information. But that is real. I would not get information like this I would not even relay it. It would not come out of my mouth. I have a hard time saying things that are even ugly because it hurts me to even relay things. It does. So I would not just relay things just to say them. No. So if you don't know my channel and you don't know me by this point, I would never say things just to throw things out there and see, I don't operate that way. I never will. Absolutely not. So just in case those who don't know who I am or who watch this replay and they may say, well, she guessed and this. No. There was no guessing happening here. No guessing. No guessing at all. If I'm going to guess, I'm not going to say nothing. All right, next. I think this was, yeah, okay. Are you guys okay with me? Are you guys enjoying the experience? When I say enjoying, I don't mean like enjoying the pain, all right? You understand what I'm saying? Are you guys with me? Are you guys okay with me going over this? I want to check in, guys, please. Now, this might be information we may not get from Letitia herself. We may not get it because we may not. But if I was privy to this information, I think it's very important that we hear it because we may never get these details. We may not. And I feel if I was shown them, and I don't even like to cover true crime because of the lower vibrational state that it puts me in. You guys are with me and you guys see probably the entire process and even like the pain and like the hurt and all the emotions that come along with it. This takes on like my whole body. Auric field takes it on. So it's a lot, okay? So, okay. All right, just checking, everybody. Okay. Okay. All right. So, in part 2 of the videos on Gannon, I knew that he was positioned at one point. I do believe this was earlier on. Yes, I even said it at that point. This information that I was privy to, like the insights, was earlier on in wherever he was eventually, I know I do know he was moved. You guys heard me say on my channel, he was moved. The body was moved. He was traveling. And there was things being scattered deliberately and intentionally. Okay. I don't think anybody else has said that who quote unquote call themselves psychic mediums. I don't believe anybody who quote unquote has said these things, who has said whatever they are saying. I don't know. I care about this channel. I will hold myself to high standards and I will back up and be willing to go through every single clue that comes through. Yes, 100%. So I know for sure he at one point was in between two objects, two distinct like landmarks, and they feel like objects that would be noticeable. I don't believe they're like two tiny little rocks. It does not feel like that. Remember, I said it felt like two something, right? I felt that, okay? It could be part of the existing landmarks, but they were very distinct. Like they were very distinct. I just know it. That's how I feel it to be. That could be where whatever took place initially took place. I believe that's where it took place because that all came through with like the pulling and like the pain and the fear. And there was just two landmarks for sure that were there, part of the natural resources. So wherever this is, there's two things, not objects. They're objects, but they're part of the land or the landscape of some, but they're big and they're noticeable and they're distinct. That's all I know. Okay. All right. And I said there was, again, this is going back to the initial position of him and whatever took place. There was a bird's eye view. That this place, wherever it took place, it was a bird's eye view. It could be looked at from a higher perspective. I don't know if that meant by drone or by what. Could that be like, could it be looked at like on a mountain peak? I don't know, but it would be visible and noticeable by a bird's eye view, okay? Okay. Yeah, so they could see the location without revealing themselves. So the landmarks, these two things would be identifiable without having to physically go to a place and go look physically. Okay, all right. It would be, they would know it by however they identified it. They would know it and get right back there. Yes. So and no traceability. This location had no traceability. You heard me. There, where I believe probably whatever happened, there was no traceability. Probably no cameras at the actual this site that I'm referring to. No cameras because there's no traceability. It's just there's no traceability. That's the words that come through. I don't argue the words. I don't debate them. I accept them and then I have to deal with them. Okay, just like we all do. Okay. Okay. And yes, this was so weird because he was hidden in plain sight. You guys heard me say this in part 2. Hidden in plain sight, guys. Hidden in plain sight. And I get goosebumps in my whole body, you know, hidden in plain sight, okay? Right in the middle of everything, but yet why could we not find him? You know, it's like right in plain sight, right there. Like it was like hidden, but not hidden, but it felt hidden, but there was no hide. It was just right there. It says discoverable from anybody walking. They could discover it. That's what I got. You guys heard me. These are my old notes from part 2. Okay. And hidden in plain sight, but not hidden, you know, and discoverable, right in the middle of everything, Okay. I also felt there was a, like there was some type of duality happening here. There was a duality. There was a juxtaposition, guys. There was something going on. Okay. Right. And then my other notes here. This is based on part 2's reading. So these are my old notes from when I did part 2, guys. I had the patterns. The patterns would reveal where this is happening. The patterns of the Letitia. The patterns would show us. There's some patterns in the behaviors. There's patterns there that would identify what is really happening, what has happened. Okay. All right, hold on. And then that was this piece, okay. Then I got 2 landmarks, 2 types of terrain, a bird's eye view at a distance. You could remotely see it if you had to. Like it's not like, you know, like under some, it could be visible and discoverable. Okay. Again, I had the duality, hidden in plain sight, the bird's eye view at a distance. That was a stepmom. Yeah. Okay. I also had here. That was deep there. Hold on. Oh yeah, that was quite intense when I went through this information. Hold on. Oh yeah, hold on. Let's make sure that this is separate, or where is this at? I want to make sure that I don't. Okay. Oh my God, that hurts my heart here. Sorry, it hurts my heart because I remember when I wrote the things that I remember the emotions that come along with it too. Okay. Let me do this one first and then I'll do that one, okay? Okay. That works for me. Okay. Hold on. So, yeah. Okay. So, we had the parallel lines, two congruent lines. And I'm not trying to ultimately decide if where he was currently located. I know based on the images of the photos that we saw today, it was, I guess, I don't know if it's a riverbank or what it might be, but in between there was two roads, right? So that could be, but I'm not sure yet. I'm not going to say 100% yet, but it could be what was coming through about two parallel congruent lines. If you look at the photos of where his current body was allegedly located, we've got two roads right there, and I believe that apparently the alleged body is in between there. Now, I don't know 100% just yet if that is where that information was coming through to show me here. I'm not sure yet, but I will consider it. Okay, guys, I'll consider that information. Okay. All right. Double lines. Yes. I said, yeah. No, okay. Double lines. Two lines that ran parallel. I said, you guys heard me say this over and over. Two lines that ran parallel. Two lines that were going to be like in alignment, congruent. Two roads, two streets, two something like lines. You guys heard me over and over, like explicitly say lines. Like it was like lines. And they were vertical. You heard me say they were vertical. At least that's how they were vertical. Okay. Up and down. I remember saying this over and over again. And there was two because I felt it. Like it was so real. I visualized it. All right. And then two data points. Connect the dots. Right. Remember I said, there's two data points and I'm supposed to connect these dots. Like, I don't know what I'm connecting yet, but there's two data points and we're, two landmarks. There's two things that are supposed to be somehow connected. I don't know at this point what it is, but that is what's coming through at that time. And I said, like a cross section. Could it be like a cross, like a T? I don't know. What is coming together? Something comes together. Something comes together. And there's clues and there's details. It's a puzzle. That's what comes through. That's how it comes through at that time, okay? And the letter CH. Guys, the letter C and H. And I said, what does that mean, church? Are those someone's initials? The letter C, H. Very, very strong comes through. I don't know still at this point what that stands for, but I do believe there are clues with that. The letter C and letter H. I'm not sure if that means someone's initials or if it's part of the locations or I don't know, but the letter C and H, C like CH. Church, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. So oh yeah, and then also like the word on. Something is turned on. Something begins. When this begins, there's no turning back. Whatever had taken place, there was no reversing. You guys heard me give you this information in part 2. Whatever had happened, there was no reversal. And I'm not sure if that meant what. Maybe in that person's mind, once they commit to their process, they were not going to let, it was like a go. It was on. Something has turned on and there's no coming back from it. It's already in motion. You cannot reel it back in. It cannot be undone. That's what I remember feeling in part 2. On. And then also the letters S and T. I'm not sure what that means. Saint or ST could be a street name. I don't know, but ST. All right. And on. What is on? And there's no coming back from it. And I felt it was not, there was no coming back. Yeah, and there's CH. CH. Yep, CH. And then this is the sad part. I mean, it's all sad. There, yeah, I don't know. It's just sad because he was helpless, guys. He was helpless. He was very sad. He was helpless. Those words came through. Helpless, sad. He was trying to survive. He couldn't. He couldn't. Could not survive that. Right, and you heard me say this again, but there was a double narrative, a double plot, a double ploy. There was two things happening, but all for the same objective. I don't know exactly what that means. That could be her giving her stories. I'm not sure, but there was two things going down, like two narratives. It could be her real narrative and what she kept pretending to say to the people. Again, I don't know, but this was in part 2, so okay. And hold on. Power, control. There was a leash or string, a card, a door, metal, silver flavoring, because I can taste metal. I know what metal tastes like, and I remember having the word silver flavor, which silver would mean like metal. You can taste metal, okay? A cylinder, something ovular, something cylinder-like. Something cylinder, okay? I don't know what that is. Yes, the word willow. The word willow. The word wing, willow, stop, go away, please help me, save me. Guys, this is what came through. Remember? I remember very clearly. He was asking to be helped and to be saved. Okay. All right. So that was that part. Hold on, guys. Are you guys with me still or not? Are you guys still with me or no? There was a metal taste. I don't know what, but silver metal, and it had the word flavor. So I know that means, and you guys heard me in part 2 say a flavoring of like a metal flavor. You would know what metal tastes like. It does not taste good in your mouth. And why would he show me that? I don't know, but that's what came through. All I am doing is relaying what comes through when it does come through. I cannot debate it or try to, analyze it. I just accept it and I'll relay it. So, okay, hold on. And, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay. All right, we're almost through the end of the information that I wanted to review. I think it was very important that we review it. Okay. Are you guys okay hanging with me all right or not? Okay. Guys, if you are here and you support what we're doing here, guys, can you give this video a thumbs up? If you have done so already, thank you. If you have not, please give this video a thumbs up. I pour my heart and my soul and all of my energy and my beingness into everything I do in this world. Okay. So I would greatly appreciate that you support me in the channel, okay? Okay. So, okay. You guys, there was a gestation period, guys. You guys will remember this. If you had been with me the whole time, you'll remember these things. There was some kind of gestation period, okay? That meant, and it was prior to the unfolding of the plan. So it came through 3 times in 3 different manners, 3 different ways, where this person was plotting prior and pre-planning and plotting this idea or these possible ideas. So I believe they probably planned out to some level how they could possibly pull this off, because there's a pre-planning, they're pre-considering something, they're thinking, and I can feel that their energy is so strong because they really put the effort there. That we all have energy. It's there. It cannot be removed, because whenever you really don't like somebody or you don't want to do something and you really plot and ploy to hurt somebody else, that energy lingers and you cannot remove it. It's there. It is. So this person, was contemplating, deliberating way before it began to be executed, though. That's why they may have considered prior to that event how they could possibly do this, or maybe they were thinking, will I do it? Can I do it? I don't know, but they're thinking of something and they're really like investing the energy, like their mind is there, tied up there. So selfish desires, there's dishonor, lust, unhealthy desires, there's deception, there's hurt, there's pain, there's manipulation, there's possession, there's control, we've got emotional, there's like this lusting, this longing. This is again like this is what's happening in the situation, right? There's some kind of like infatuation. I don't know what she may be infatuated with. Maybe it is at this point, maybe it was like domination, power, control, having to decide and mess with all the other players' emotions, the people, like maybe the dad, the biological mom. I don't know. There was something happening here. That's what comes through. And there was, this person was like hoarding, like it's like when you want to possess something so bad that you will hoard it. When that word comes through to me, that's, not a good word to come through, but they were really hoarding on, like they were really focused, infatuated with whatever they were going to do. Calculating, greedy, possessive. I think I said that already. Oh, there was 2 feathers, brownish feathers. There was deceit and lie. And then if you guys remember me going through these things, this will make sense and you'll remember, okay? So, hoarding, I don't know, they were hoarding something, I don't know. Hey, Stephanie. They were hiding from themselves, though. Now, I don't know if this person realized, meaning Letitia. Now, this is before we did her state of mind, guys. So remember, this is in part 2. This is before I tapped into her state of mind, right? So if you remember the video on the current state of mind, this information is prior to that. I would not have tapped into her state of mind at this time, okay? But it's interesting how they come back up and they resurface. So this is prior to that. This is in part 2. She was hiding from herself, okay? And she was in self-denial, but she really was hiding from herself so well. I don't believe she even realized how deceptive her process began to overtake even her identity, okay? This is in part 2. And she had a conflict in between her reality and her belief. There was some cognitive dissonance where reality and really what she believed were not in alignment, but she believed they were, but they were never real. Like they were never in alignment. That's why this person was in deceit of themselves. This is in part 2. This is not even on her current state of mind. We went through her whole past, guys, okay? She was not going to face the painful reality. I don't know what she was doing, but we obviously know when I went into her life in the other video, we get more clear details there. But for sure, this person was having cognitive dissonance. If you don't know what that is, go look that up, okay? There was a false mask. And she was believing whatever she concocted. Like, that's why when we see her in that interview, she's so confident, almost it probably confused and like questioned. The investigators were like, wow, this woman is so confident. In all of us as well, we watched an interview of her being so confident. She was convicted in her truth, but her lies to herself were so self-deceptive. She believed that. That's why she comes across in that interview with her back to the camera. She has a false mask. It's self-deceit, but she's so confident because she has always believed whatever she's told herself. She believes her own experience. And there's obviously a disconnect, a dissonance, a cognitive dissonance between the reality and her real beliefs of what happened. So when we question why and how can somebody be so confident in that interview, it probably blew away all of us, including myself and investigators. It almost like made me believe, well, maybe he is alive. Like maybe she does want to. No, this woman was so in her own belief. That's where her confidence has came from. And that's where she still remains as of last time when I tapped into her energy, guys, okay? So, okay. Now, when I was still getting this information, again, this is a mechanism that she has taken on for a long period of time. So these type of tactics of Letitia were part of that. This is how she's always been for a long time. Like I'm saying, we don't know exactly when, but a long period of time of her life, this is how she has protected herself. You know, people will do this to protect themselves, okay? But the reality is, you know, that's not real, okay? Don't ever get too lost in your mind. You cannot come back to center. You know what I'm saying, guys? So this was a mechanism that she had adopted early, you know, probably early in her life to deal with crisis, to deal with like, I don't know what she was doing, to convince herself of how she's always right and how she always knows best. She's convinced herself and many people around her that that's whatever she's convinced herself and of others around is how she believes it to be. So when we saw the interview, it was like conviction, like she was innocent. She didn't know why they were like, you know, coming at her. And she was so confident because she was really believing that information. Guys, that's not a healthy person, okay? Not healthy. Next. All right, guys, next part here. There was some type of unification of polarities. So at one point here, I got these two different like polarities and they're being unified. I don't know exactly what that meant. At this point, I still don't know yet what this means, but two polarities coming together in unification here, okay? And whatever this does, it's neutralizing something, okay? Right. So then we've got the medicine man. The word medicine man comes through. And I've got the medical symbol. It's called like a, how do I the word catesis? I'm not sure if I'm saying that word correctly, but it's a catesis. You know, there's like a symbol that we all know that stands for medical, where it's like, I don't know, something like staff and like something wrapped around like a sword, whatever that is. The catesis, that is what came through, the vision of it. It was a vision that came through. What was that? All right, next. Are you guys with me still? Are you guys still with me? Did I lose your attention? Yay. Okay, just checking, guys. I know I talk fast. I'm from Chicago. People up north talk really fast, okay? Okay, so um, so there was somebody with there was somebody with some extreme fundamental belief system. Okay, that could be Letitia with her mindset. Like it could be her, or it could be someone else, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't have confirmation, but it came through. Remember, guys, I said there was somebody with some extreme fundamental behavior that's not normal. And I remember it also came through with punishment. So this could still be Letitia with how she thought would be appropriate to handle punishment. Okay. And it was extreme, it was not normal. Like fundamentalists and extremists are people who are not rational. They're not looking at like, hey, is this appropriate? Like, am I, is this appropriate? They have no gauge on what's appropriate because again, this is someone who believes that their decisions and how they do things that's how they believe it to be. So we've got somebody who's not quite rational. They're very, extremist beliefs, and that was tied to punishment, something cruel. So I do believe that he may have been punished very cruelly before as well. Yes, I don't know how bad, I don't know how much, but she really probably took a lot of her anger, resentment, her hatred for whatever this is, probably on Gannon many times. I do not believe at all this is a one-time experience because this is someone, how they do things. This is a mindset. This is somebody that's how they are, okay? This is not someone who does it one time and like goes overboard. No, this is somebody who really believes in hurting or some kind of cruel punishment. And cruel can be like, maybe so I have to be fair here. Cruel punishment could be very sick and twisted mentally. So there's possibility she could have starved the children or Gannon to make them suffer. So this person is very not good in her mind. It doesn't mean they're insane. No, it doesn't. So don't get me twisted here. But the way they would punish would be very unnatural, unnormal. No one should ever be punishing any children like this. So I feel like the person was very manipulative and vindictive. They could have starved them on different occasions or they were very, very ugly with how they would have made child pay for whatever they did, starved them, found different ways to hurt them that would not be normal, guys. That makes sense or not? Okay. And they had some kind of like superiority belief. Again, we are referring to Letitia. So she had some kind of superiority belief about her way was the only way, and nobody could ever debate that. And even people who tried to would never stand a chance. Okay. So we're getting to it, guys. Okay. Hopefully you guys still with me. Okay. Make sure we're all together, guys. Make sure check everybody do. Oh, my neck hurt me. Oh yeah. Thank you, Casey. Me too. Yes. Thank you, Steffi, Weffy, Brady One, Kimmy for Mentes, and Dawn for your way. Thank you guys for being here still. Thank you. Okay. I just check in because sometimes this is a little much to hear, but thank you guys. Okay. So what did I do with the other piece? Hold on, guys. Okay. Yes. So the person had a very, like I said, superiority belief. It was their way and nobody could convince them. Even if somebody else tried to come in and like really bring truth, it would never work because this person, they're not thinking rationally. That's why they would punish in a very irrational way. And that's why they believe their own dissonance. Okay. So, okay. I do feel that there was like some kind of an authority figure involved. Um, could that be Letitia? I don't know. I felt it's like an authority figure, somebody who would be of honor in a code of honor that's supposed to uphold the code of honor, but obviously they don't do that because they know about what's happening, and so you know, could that be the stepdaughter, the her daughter? I don't know, guys. I really don't. But somebody with a code of honor is obviously turning a blind eye, participating in some capacity. Okay, you guys heard me say that. All right. Um, there was some kind of bonding of souls that took place. I don't know what was going on. A bonding of two souls. So I don't know exactly what that goes around or how that plays together. But I believe it could have been like she used Gannon to like she made this process be something to hurt and manipulate it for her own benefit. So she was willing to do this to her own stepchild. I don't know, but there was a bonding of souls, and somehow it was very codependent. And maybe Gannon was so codependent upon the stepmom, and he would be at her beck and will, which is so sad, right? He would do anything for her, and she knew that, and she used that to her leverage. Oh, and I said, okay, and so I had said there was something that was interwoven. I had used the word interwoven, and people here in the chat on that time said like an 8 pattern, a figure 8, or an infinity sign. Either way, guys, I'm the one who said it's like an interwoven. Something is interwoven. I don't know what. And then people in the chat said either a figure 8 or an infinity sign. So that's up for discussion, but that does come through. So I'm acknowledging that as well, okay? All right, that was that. So, it's a little warm here. Breathe. Get a little deep and dense. So, I felt it was very important, guys, for us to go over the clues that came through over the course of all of these weeks. I know that not everyone has the time and the patience to sit through all the videos, the live stream that we did. We do long ones here, so I thought it was so important for us to go over the prior clues. If you want to know more about Letitia herself, her past life, not her past life, but her past in this life incarnation, and her current state of mind, that would be too much to cover here. But that video is available for you guys to watch. It's called Letitia, Gannon Stauch, Letitia Stauch, Current State of Mind, guys. It's a long one, but it's worth listening to. If you have to fast forward or check in and out of that video, do that. It's just too much to explain here. We cover in that video her life on this earth at this point, as far as I can go back, I was able to dig back into, her this life. It's one life, this life here, but I was able to tap into her childhood, her adolescence, her youth, and as things evolve, which were very telling and revealing. Okay. That way we know who she is today and why was this person this way, right? That's a separate video. We cannot cover that here in this one, but and then we covered Gannon's past lives. So if you don't believe in past lives, that's okay. But we did cover that in a separate video as well. But at least in this video, I was able to kind of cover what has came through in 1, 2, and 3. These are the clues that came on very, very early on, and they were real. These are the clues, okay? Thank you, Danielle G. And Stephanie, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Any questions so far? And then I will announce what we're gonna do next. If you guys want to know, if you guys still want to hang out, I have a plan. Well, a very interesting thing that I'm going to cover. that's very, very real. But I want to first at least answer any questions for those who have questions on what we've covered and discussed thus far. Okay? Hey, Auntie, sweet crazy. And yeah, guys, one day soon, I'll do a live stream where I do readings on people's past lives. We could do that too, okay? Now, when we do those readings, I'll only be able to take a handful of people because those take a little bit longer. So it takes a bit longer. Like deceased loved ones, that takes longer too. So they'll be separate and we'll do a handful, okay? So look out for those videos. When I go live, I'll do past lives, and I'll also help us get into, if you have a deceased loved one who has passed away that you would like to connect to, I can try my best to tap in. I'm usually very successful at tapping into deceased loved ones. I cannot guarantee they come through. I cannot make them come through. They always have their same personality when they were last here. That's how that works. And those are really good questions because I'm going to cover that in the next topic for those who have lots of questions on how this all works and, the bigger picture of things. So, but first, I want to at least focus on if anyone has questions on what we've covered on Gannon, and that way I can at least conclude that piece, guys. Let me know. It's funny. We have done many deceased loved ones here on this channel. Many. Like I don't even know how many, but I'd say so many, guys. So many. That's why I have all the live streams there that are public and unedited. They're raw. They're all there for anybody who wants to go and watch those all. They can. They're all there. We've done many. There was one murder. And there was two that were really bad that I did not anticipate them to be that way, but they were. Okay. I usually tell people, we're not doing those kinds, but whatever comes through does come through. So that does happen. Yeah, it does happen. Well, I totally feel there was another energetic there. I don't know to what extent and how much. I do believe there is definitely another part, like another person. And there could be two more. Maybe one person has an indirect. There's one person who has maybe an indirect but still connection to whatever took place, and another person absolutely knows this happened. Yes, that's how I feel. I don't know. Thank you, sweet crazy. Oh, Casey. Thank you, guys. Let me stretch my neck. My neck gets really kinked up. I'll have to make sure that next time when I do another case, I'll have to try to put some more distance in between me and the children because I want to keep myself safe and protected, and also, able to communicate and bring forth information. And I know that if you're watching me here, I am going to work on the case that's like Lori Vallow Daybell, whatever her name is. There's 2 children with that case that have been missing and have not been, located. I will cover that case. Okay, I will cover it in the same way I covered like with Gannon. I will. I will. And there is a video I've done so far on that case on my channel not too long ago. So if that interests you, you can check that out as well for sure. I will not cover random cases though, guys. So I don't want to give you a false expectation. I will not do that because my channel is more than just that. Okay. I have a lot of gifts I want to bring to humanity. My purpose, it covers much more magnitude, and I hope that by doing some of these elements will help bring more people to be willing to be part of growth for themselves, for the collective, for humanity. So I hope that makes sense too. I will cover some, but again, if you do know me, if you don't, I don't just solely cover true crime. I never said I do. I never pretend to, right? So I will cover it if I feel compelled and called to do that. I will do it, but I will not just take on cases because that would really hurt my own energetics to do that, because my natural energetics are going to vibrate a little bit higher than that. Okay. Oh, thank you, Sweet Crazy. Yeah, so I'm going to be covering the Valo case in segments because I did part 1 of that, and that was quite interesting. So if you like my work on Gannon, and if you believe in what I'm doing and you respect the process of how I do things, you'll know I operate with integrity and high respect, compassion, and love. Absolutely. You will get no fluff here. All my emotions are real. Everything that you've seen happen here is all 100% real. Very, very real. So I will cover that case. So if that interests you, that case does, then, check with my channel. But also I do more things on this channel as well. And so the topic that I'm going to get into, well, before I tell you guys that part, let me make sure that I got the chat here and that we're, let me see, any question on this one? Do you think what you should, I don't know. I mean, maybe, possibly. I don't, Dawn, I don't pick up a name. I don't have a name. I just have like an energetic. But I'm curious to know who this person is. Absolutely. Casey, are we doing? Oh, okay. Gen Z. Kimmy Formantes. So crazy. Ninth Realm. Yes. If anybody, okay, let me make sure before I jump into that topic, let me make sure. Everybody first here. Let's make sure. Auntie, Bratty One. Stargazer. Danielle G. Stephanie, you're driving. Where are you driving to, Steffi Weffy? Oh my God, who is this? No one's here, guys, but it won't be the first time or the last time. You have okay, I have 50, but I really need to talk to a few really bad. You have 50 deceased loved ones? It's a lot. Thank you so much. Dawn Greenway says, on the Letitia video, I will timestamp it. I heard EVP while you were reading say taken. Thank you. I will go back. Thank you so much, Dawn Greenway. That's awesome. Yay. Yes, thank you. Thank you. The Buddha lamp. Yes, I have it. That's my upstairs room that I'll do videos or live streams from up there or down here. I like being down here because I'm close to my kitchen and my ice machine. Well, it's broken, but the bag of ice and the whole setup is just more natural for me. But I do go upstairs too, guys. I do. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, yeah. So Steffi Weffy says, I can come on and co-host to help the chat with Katrina's past live stream. Yes, you can, Steffi. Absolutely. When we do that one, you can absolutely help me out. Absolutely. Oh, so she said, I had to drive down to the road. Am I wrong? Oh, okay. She's driving to her mama's house. I wonder what the pattern is. Yeah, me too. Whisper to me. Auntie, Daniel G. That all rhymed. That rhymes. Okay. Auntie. I have no idea who the other energy could be. There was one who had like a participatory position. I don't know how much indirectly participant, and another energy that was also like, like another energy that was part of the process. So I'm curious also, ouch, to find out. What some of the teas are. My goodness gracious, really, Casey? That's a little crazy. It's crazy. Kimmy says, I'm always listening, just lurking while I'm at work. Okay. Well, thanks for letting us know. I always appreciate knowing who is watching, you know. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, Scout. Smacked. Ooh, snack time. Yes, snack time for sure. Okay, so we covered Gannon's case thus far, and we also went through all of the clues that have came through in all of my readings. Okay, so if you're just joining us, we've pretty much uncovered from the very beginning. I didn't like spend too much initial time doing other things. I pretty much got straight into business and began to discuss all the clues that have came through. I felt that it was important, now that we know his body has been located allegedly. I felt it was very important for us to go over all the pieces, all the clues that have came through in all of the live streams. There's just been so much information that I felt it was important to just discuss and revisit. So, and I stand behind all the things that came through. And I went through all of the information. I didn't leave that one thing unturned. So. Yeah. Play nicey. Yeah, I don't know. I would hope he should be able to get his divorce. I mean, you know, auntie, as long as they're nice lurkers. Play nicey when you lurk. All right. Love you, Danielle G. Thank you. It's your first time here, Lamar. Well, welcome. I hope you've enjoyed this live stream experience. It truly is an experience. All right. Let me get the consensus for the chat room. Well, the room or the chat here. Here is what I want to go into. Here's the topic I want to discuss. Well, I'm going to relay information upon, like wisdom and insight and perspective. I believe it's something very interesting. I know a lot of people have asked me about this many, many, many times. So I think that a lot of people will value and benefit from my insight and my perspective and what I have to say about it. Okay. So, uh, okay. So, here is what we're going to be talking about. Okay. Well, first, let me explain to you the category, the topic of discussion, and let me know if whoever's here in the chat, if this interests you, you can say yes, and then I can go into that topic. Okay. So, I believe that a lot of people, they've asked me, so I know it's true because they've actually asked me. And I've covered bits and pieces on my channel over the course of me being on a channel here. But a lot of people have asked me about, the spirit realm and, what happens when we die, right? What does that look like? People have asked me about the different dimensions in the realms. Like we're in the 3D physical realm, right? We're here, we're physical. And what the higher realms and the lower realms look like. And there is information that I have absolutely discussed here on the channel, but for those who are newer, more recently new to my channel over the course of the last couple of months, they may not be privy to that. So I think that would be, a great place to inform people. That's not all. Another element to this discussion would be about talking about what happens before we come into the physical world. So before we get here, where are we at before? And when we get here, why are we in the bodies? Why we have the parents we have? Why do we have the family we have? All the frustrations, the dynamics, the adversities. It could be a beautiful process or it could be a difficult process, right? So people have always asked, I talk about this a lot on my channel, but if this interests you, this will be all part of this one topic, this one conversation. So, about what we get here, why are we here? What is our purpose while we are here? And why are we born into the situations that we are born into? So tell me, guys, if that interests you, and I will cover that, now. If it doesn't, I will not be hurt feelings, but I want to know. Gauging the temperature. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Thank you, Jenzy. It's all right. Yeah. We want people here who are here for the higher vibrations, So I trust the moderators. Yes, sweet crazy. Yes. Hello, Heath T. Thank you for doing this live. I was so devastated yet relieved for your family. Yes, me too. Me too. Me too, Heath T. So let me know, guys. We have a lot of people here still in the chat, but only a handful of people are just responding. So, and it's okay if you're not sure how you feel the topic, that's okay too. Oh, thank you, sweet crazy. Thank you. Let me get my Sprite refill, guys. Look, it's empty. It's empty. Okay. But I do want to know. I want to get the consensus. We have people here, but I do want to know. Please cover adopters. Oh, for Heather. Okay, cool. Heath for Heather. Got it. Or Hev. Okay, got it. So I will let you guys give me some responses. I want to hear from at least several people because we have several people here in the chat, but only a handful are responding while I get my Sprite. And if you don't want that topic, then suggest something else and I will cover that, right? So speak up. Let me know you're here. Okay. Let me know you're here. Speak up and let me know if the topic or a different topic. You guys can suggest that too. Either way is fine with me. Oh no. Oh, crap. Okay. That's better. Okay. Okay. That's perfect. Do we have a consensus, guys? What is a consensus, everybody? I'm gonna come read it myself, but if you have not answered, I mean, I am, what do you guys want to hear from me anyway? So, guys, and if nobody wants to continue forward, that's okay too. All right, bratty one. Thanks, Lamar. And I know it's late for some people, depending on what time zone you're in. So I totally understand that too. Let me know. Do you have a consensus for people? Let's double check it. So for the most part, let's see, making sure people want to hear me do this. If you guys don't want to hear me talk about this, I can do something else. We can do something else, guys. No worries. All right. Thank you, Casey. Me too. Thank you, Genzy. Thank you, sweet crazy. You're so sweet. Mhm. So if you're here in the chat, oh, what the hell? Okay. If you're here in the chat, just say here or say hello or say here. You're here. If you're here in the chat, say here so I know that you're really present. And you know, because I can just end the stream. We can do nothing else, and I'll be okay too. But I figured that we are under like lockdown with the coronavirus and everything else, so we might as well also get insight and information. But if we don't want to, we can do it tomorrow. I will. That works too. So if you're here, let me know who's here, and I can just cover it like in glimpses and pieces, and I can always cover it again, tomorrow and rehash that for those who missed it. But there's a lot of good information that a lot of people maybe not be privy to, or at least you might have your own ideas or thoughts of how this whole, not the world works, but how we come into this physical body, this life. That might interest some people, and if it doesn't, that's okay too. So Gen Z. Okay. So yes, I mean, the people who have at least said here are saying yes. So we will go into that. Okay. Do you guys? Okay. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Now I have one question though. Do you guys think that it's appropriate I cover that in this live stream, or do I just quickly set the one up next to this where I'm still here in this one, but I set a separate one, and we move to that one? That way this Gannon video can close out with respect, because even though I don't want to have a separate secondary live stream, at the same time, I want to be respectful and mindful for those who are just there for that. But I'm open to what you guys think, okay? Whatever you guys think. I care about what you guys think, but also let's do the right thing too, right? Do the right thing always. That's the most important thing. So, guys, give me your thoughts. Yes, no, maybe so. Yes. Separate, right? Okay. I think it's probably best I open the secondary one, because we have people who are just here for this video that we did and covered. And I want to be respectful for the family, the people who are there for that, and be mindful of that and respectful, right? So then what I will do, guys. Okay. Look, I'm going to just hit this button here. One, that way people don't see me like all crazy. Let's do one this. Keep it simple. Oh, we can use these. Ooh. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still staying here, guys, I promise. Okay. Oh my God, no, I look like a crazy person. Hold on. They felt my hands. This looks silly. Hold on. Okay, that will work. As long as I'm a crazy person. Okay, I'm over there, okay? So I'm gonna say hello. Who is here? Who is here? Oh, all right, guys. Can you go to my channel and um, it's already live, guys. Yes. Okay. Help me get everybody from there to here. Okay. There was no delay. There was nothing. No delay. Okay. Let's get everybody. And guys, when you walk in the door of the room, hit the thumbs up. Okay. Yes, let's go over there, guys. So I will put the link. Let me get the link here. Okay. In the chat. I will try the link, Helen. I will try to put the link there. So I have one or two up. I'm looking for the link here. No. All I'm doing is looking for the link. So hold on. Just bear with me. If anybody who's a moderator in here, can we put the link to this live stream in that one? That way anyone who's still there can just quickly toggle over and click, guys. Click yes, guys. Yes. Yes, guys. If you're still in this one, which you can see me in both of them, obviously, but yes. So Sweet Crazy, Auntie, Lamar, Kimmy, Stargazer, Heath, Dawn, go to the other live stream. I'm trying to get the link too, guys. Hold on. That way it's easier for us to, if I give you the link, then you can just click it. So hold on, let's see if I can get the link. Because we still have over 30 people plus in this first original live stream, okay? So I want us to get over there, okay? Oh my God. Can anyone help me with the link over there? Anybody who knows how to do links, guys? Why can't I put a link up? Okay, hold on, I found it. I found the link. Okay. I got the link, okay? Hold on. I got it. Okay, hold on. All right, so I'm gonna put the link, guys. If you're in this one, I'm putting the link, okay? Go to the next one. I think I just titled the other one called Live. I haven't titled it yet, okay? So go there. All right, hold on. Paste the link. Uh-oh. Let's see who's over there. Hold on. I just want to make sure everyone gets over there properly. Okay. Okay, got it. Okay, guys. So if you're in the wrong live stream, here's how you know which one you go to. I'm going to put the link. If you're in the wrong live stream, I'm going to put the link, guys, so that you know to go to the other one, okay? Here it goes. Copy, paste, edit, paste. Guys, if you're in the live stream that has a link that I just put and pasted in the link, that means that you're not in the right one. That means click that link. If you're in the wrong one, click that link. It should take you to the new live stream. Okay? Let me know. So in the new one, all I've got is 16 people, and the old one, I still have 35 people there, guys. Guys, click this link. If you are in the live stream that has a link posted by me in the live chat, that means you're in the wrong one. Click that link and go to the one that we are posting. We're going there, okay? I will put a comment, click link. We still have over 30 people in the original live stream, okay, guys? Click the link, please, so we can all get to the proper one, okay? We still have several people in the old live stream, okay? Please click the link. If you're in the wrong live stream, then that means you're going to see these links here posted twice, and you see me posting here. Click link, go to the new live stream, okay? So how you know if you're in the wrong live stream is you're going to see me posting in the wrong one, saying go click this link, go to the next one, okay? We still have 29 people over there, okay? Love you, brighter days. Guys, can you help me go to the old live stream and help me get the people who are there to come to the new live stream? Can somebody help me? The people are still there, guys, and I want them to get over here. We still have 28 people in this one, the first one, that are just lingering. You know, they may think because they're seeing me on the same camera, they're in the right one, but they're not in the right one. They're in the wrong one. So we could do a roll call. Thank you, Evie. Yes, thank you, Evie. Help me get those who are in this one, go to the next one, right? Otherwise, when this one closes out, they're going to be like lost or confused with what happened, right? Help me get them over there. I'm helping, guys. I put the link, guys. I put the link, okay? This one here is closing. I'm gonna put the word this stream is closing. Please put the link, guys. Not you guys in the new one, okay? Okay, thank you, sweet crazy. Okay. Well, okay, so I'm closing the original one. And those who are still here watching, guys, if you're still watching, this one's closing. So I don't want people to be left out. There's a new live stream that we're going to cover a different topic. That way I can give this video its close, okay? There's over 30 people in this one, but we need to move over, okay? So if this one closes out, the one that if you're in the wrong one, the new one's up already and running, okay? So I'm gonna close this one out with respect, okay? Thank you. And this one, they're not you guys. If you're in the original one, guys, we're leaving this one, okay? Join me, the links are there. Just click it. It's all you gotta do, okay? All right. Thank you for watching the Gannon video. If you missed part 1, part 2, and the other ones we've done, go look on my channel for those, okay? All right. We're moving over to a new live stream, guys.